Hey everyone, welcome back to Tasty Sabor. Have you ever tried to eat a bogged cow? If not, you're in for a treat. Vaca Atolada is a traditional Brazilian comfort food that translates to bogged cow. It's a hearty, flavorful dish featuring tender beef ribs cooked with yuca, cassava, in a rich, savory broth. Follow along closely, and you'll have a delicious meal ready in no time. First things first, let's gather all the ingredients needed. 2 pounds of beef ribs, 1 tablespoon of salt, black pepper to taste, 2 minced cloves of garlic, half lime juice, 1 tablespoon of lard, 1 large chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 3 leaves of bay, 2 chopped tomatoes, 2 pounds of yuca, cassava, peeled and cut into chunks, 800 milliliters of boiling water, and 1 bunch of chopped cilantro or parsley. Buy or ask your butcher to cut the beef ribs into smaller pieces. You can buy whole yuca at your local Asian market. They also have chunks of cassava that are frozen and already cleaned. Chop the onion in small pieces. Chop the tomatoes in large chunks. Make sure you have everything ready before you start cooking. Let's start in cooking. Season the ribs with salt, black pepper, chopped garlic, and the lime juice. Make sure they're evenly distributed throughout the ribs. Heat up a large pot or pressure cooker over medium-high heat and add the lard. Once the lard is hot, add the seasoned beef ribs. Brown them on all sides until they develop a nice crust. This step will add depth of flavor to our dish. Once the beef ribs are browned, add the chopped onions and the Worcestershire sauce. Deglaze the bottom of the pot with a spatula. Add the leaves of bay and the chopped tomatoes. Sauté them until they become soft and translucent. This will help build the base flavor for our stew. Move the browned beef ribs to a pressure cooker along with any juices that may have accumulated on the pot. Or move to the next step if you're going to simmer it. Add enough boiling water to cover the meat and bring it to a boil for about 5 minutes. Add in the chunks of yuca. Add boiling water as need to cover all ribs and chunks of yuca. Make sure they're evenly distributed throughout the pot. If you're using a pressure cooker, cook on high pressure for about 25 minutes. If you're using a regular pot, cover it with a lid and simmer on low heat for about 2 hours. After pressure cooking or simmering, remove the lid and check the tenderness of both the meat and yuca. If they're not quite tender enough yet, continue simmering uncovered until they reach your desired texture. Once everything is perfectly tender, stir in half of your chopped cilantro or parsley. Let it simmer for another 5 minutes so all those flavors meld together beautifully. Adjust salt and Worcestershire sauce to your taste. Turn off the heat and top it with the remaining chopped cilantro or parsley. And there you have it, your very own Vaca Atolada. The rich flavors of this dish are sure to transport you straight to Brazil with every bite. Take a moment to savor that first bite. Tender beef ribs paired with creamy yuca in a flavorful broth. It's pure magic. I hope you enjoy this taste of Brazilian comfort food as much as I do. I'd love to see how your Vaca Atolada turned out. Share your creations so we can all admire your culinary skills together. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more mouth-watering recipes from Tasty Sabor. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, and happy cooking.